Michael Kelly's office.
Yes, hold on 1 second. How are you?
I'm good. I used Michael Kelly for my bar license about 7 years ago.
Yeah, you look familiar. I think I did the meeting with you.
Probably.
Yeah.
How's it going?
It's going. It's starting to come back a little bit.
Yeah. I was real shocked about the no to go anymore. That hurt us big time.
Yeah.
Politics.
I heard we're going back live with these meetings too.
Oh, really?
Huh.
Governor
came down yesterday, I think. So a lot of the community boards are actually still fighting it.
Huh.
You know what? I like this virtual thing, but I guess the way the law is stated that they have to be live hearings in person.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens with that. If I don't ever have to travel from borough to borough again, I'll be a happy man.
Yeah, I mean, CB6 is a pretty casual one, I'll say that.
Yeah, you guys, this is the greatest one.
Yeah.
There's a couple of good ones in Manhattan. This is a good one. There's another good one in Brooklyn, out towards I forgot what area it is. Yeah, it escapes me.
Yeah. Part of the reason I joined CB6 was one of the guys on CB6 gave me such a hard time when I opened my bar.
Really?
Yeah.
Who was on the committee back then?
Somebody named Steve. Steve Miller, maybe. He is not on there anymore, but.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? Usually on the committees, there's always one person that's like against most things and will.
Right. You know, honestly,
listen,
I always consider my job on the committee to be on the bar side. Like I'm there to protect them, to tell them how to stay alive, you know, have the right hours, you know, that kind of thing.
Well, I mean, you know what? When you went with your place, I mean, you were going in willing to do what it took,
Right.
you know, to run your business and get along with your neighbors and be, you know, like an example to other businesses coming into the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Some people just don't see that. They're like, nope, they're trouble. They're going to be trouble. And 99.9% of the people that come in aren't trouble. And
no,
you
I mean,
always tell them.
Nobody's investing in a small business to make a ton of money. You know, there's no, you know, it's got to be a passion project. It's got to be a passion project. You have to have your heart and soul in it. There's no, you're not going to become a millionaire by a small neighborhood bar.
Right. I mean, if half the people knew what the profit margins were on these businesses, they would be shocked.
Yes. Agreed. Yeah.
So what are you doing? Are you chairing the board?
No, I don't chair.
now?
I've been a volunteer committee member for 3 years now.
Okay.
So it's good. I mean, I like to stay involved, and especially, you know, like I have an ear of the SLA now. Ty, who, you know, is part of this, I can talk to him anytime I want. If I have an issue with the SLA, I can talk to somebody in the SLA, which is a pretty good. So
yeah, that's a good thing to have.
Absolutely. So yeah. And were we early or are they late? There we go. There's Pauline.
Recording in progress.
Hello, Pauline.
Hello, how are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Excellent.
Hey guys, this is Ty. I'm just letting you know we had a bit of a mix-up with the link that Mike sent out today, so we might have a few minutes delay with people joining the meeting.
All right.
Thanks, Ty.
Hello? Yeah, I'm in a Zoom meeting. What's up? We did, and they sent the wrong beer, but yes, they did.
Hello.
Hello.
Pay for that.
Sorry about that. I had technical difficulties.
No, they said they would email it to you.
Hey, Michael.
It's Bobby.
Bobby, I thought you looked different.
Yeah,
I'll call you when.
something happened. Mike got stuck doing something else, so I'm sitting in for him.
Okay, hi, Bobby. Hi,
How are
Rachel.
you?
Good.
We'll wait like, 10 minutes, give everyone a chance to log in. And it is summertime, so there's a good chance we won't have quorum tonight. We know 2 people from the committee that aren't joining, but we'll see. We'll see who we get. Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. A little hot. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop my video for a bit. So I
Okay.
hear voices.
All right.
So does anyone have any thoughts on whether or not they'll allow alcohol to go? I mean, I know they stopped it, but now it's back on the table.
Is it?
Well, they're trying
Okay.
to bring it back, but what do you think? Do you have any thoughts on that?
Well, the SLA told me that it was the governor's decision, not the SLA, so.
Right. Really?
Yes. And Travel Bar, which is my bar, was included in a newsletter sent to the 3,500 members in the retail lobby group.
Mhm.
I was quoted in an Esquire article, and I didn't say nice things.
About the SLA?
No, not to the SLA. I
Oh.
didn't, I was angry with the retail lobbyists.
It happened so, it happened so fast.
Yeah.
I really don't see how, I don't see the competition because they really sell different things. Even the canned drinks that are the mixed cocktails and whatever are they're different than
Right.
what what you can get from your restaurant or your bar, to go, and how you
Plus,
would drink it is
Retail shop sales are up 38% last year. So
right.
you know.
So they're not hurting.
they're not hurting. They're not hurting. So, but they have a much, restaurants and bars don't have the money to have a lobbyist.
Right.
The lobbyist that the retail stores use makes $6 million a year.
Right.
He's a very powerful man. So we don't have that. So we have, and they use the word mom and pop liquor shops in their letter, which is funny.
No, I mean, no. And it's funny. I mean, I don't know how, because New York wasn't the only one. I mean,
Oh,
other states were
No.
doing it. New York, I think, was first, but other states, definitely copied it. And I don't know. I
But they
think
did.
they're
14 of them decided to keep it.
really.
Really?
Is
They loved it. Everybody loved it. There were no consequences really to speak of.
Yeah.
And
No.
they thought it was a great thing.
It never made sense kind of why it wasn't allowed, like why it became sort of this bifurcated idea that you could go to a liquor store, you could, bring it places, but you couldn't get it to go, and even if if you ordered like a bottle of wine, you couldn't take that with you. Like that was even, the rule. So it was the way that they broke it down was always it never quite made sense to me, but obviously it was that line in the sand that they set up.
Yeah. I mean, it's 11% of my sales gone overnight.
Right. That was the thing. It happened so fast too, which everything, it was the same with like how the outdoor dining was going to, they were going to let that expire, and then they quickly rushed that through and now it's permanent, or however
Whatever
that's gonna look.
Whatever.
Just to jump in here, Mike, I promised you earlier this week a copy of that draft legislation. I just put it in the chat.
I just copied it. Thank you.
I think it was sponsored by Julia Salazar, and I know that Senator Bobby Carroll, who probably represents you, Mike. I know that he co-sponsored this, so I'm not sure where it stands on a vote, but I know that this is floating.
Okay. Cool.
Is that the one that like at least the articles that I read, they had said that it was supposed to be up for a vote and then they just kind of let it expire. They didn't.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's right.
Okay. Right. Yeah. I don't know why they, I mean, I can guess. I think everyone can guess.
Well, I know that the bottle, they don't want restaurants selling bottles of wine and bottles of liquor. That I can understand. And that I think is acceptable. Fine. We're not going to sell bottles of wine anymore. We're not going to sell bottles of liquor, but
Right.
mixed cocktails, wine, glass of wine, a frozen drink, a draft beer.
Mhm.
I mean, that's a completely, they don't even offer those products. So it would just, that's the part that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, there ends up being then a hole in the market that could be filled, and
they
it
tap.
was filled nicely,
Right.
very nicely.
And they could tax it and make money on it and
Right.
everybody's happy. But no.
I mean, it was the same thing for a long time. It was, I mean, I don't think it's comparable, but it was the same idea as like they were trying to get, recreational marijuana to get some traction. And then they finally saw how they could make money off of it. And that's how it finally got through. And they saw other states doing it and making lots of money off of it, and people were driving there and they were losing money that they could have had.
Right.
and-
Everyone's driving to Massachusetts to get
Right,
it.
which is right over the border. And I
And
mean,
there's a
I-
vote in September about the outdoor seating, which obviously every bar needs right now still.
right. I thought, so there's another, so they're gonna revisit that again, even though.
Here,
Okay.
I'm hearing a rumor
Oh, no.
that sidewalk cafes are returning,
Yeah.
but they're gonna be
Like-
run by the Department of Transportation now instead of the Consumer Affairs.
Hmm.
So who knows what that will bring.
That's
Oh.
going to be a nightmare. The DOT was a nightmare this year.
Hmm.
They cited us and then they took it back and then to do this and then they changed their mind and
Right.
I don't understand why they would give it back to the people that had it to begin with. But yeah, if DOT changes the whole application process around, requires new plans or different kinds of plans, it's going to be a nightmare. Every cafe in the city will be applying at the same time.
Well, but that also could be for 3 months and then you have a different mayor that could change everything
Right.
all over again.
Right.
Completely. Totally. You could say, I don't want any of these agencies and I just want it to be, I mean,
Well, he's your borough president, right? Send him a letter.
I don't know. Yeah.
If Adams is in charge, it's going to be wide open.
Right.
meaning free for all, easy.
Yeah, I would imagine it would be as little red tape as possible.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, that's how it is currently in Brooklyn.
That's the way he's always been. I worked with him many years ago
Uh-huh.
when he was in the police department.
And I don't know how the ranked choice voting, but I haven't seen anything in the last couple days, but I don't know who's coming in second now, but who's coming in the ranking, but like, depending on the other two, how that'll go. All right, I guess we might as well start. I'm not sure we're gonna get anyone that's gonna log in. So, you know, I don't want to take up much more of anyone's time. So, we have four of us, so, and with one applicant, so, I'm guessing you're here on behalf of 1114 8th Avenue. I just want to check, yeah, there's no one else also from, there's no attendees, so it's no one from the public either. All right, so go ahead.
All right, my name's Bob Callahan from Michael Kelly's office. With me is Georgia Reed, one of the owners of the restaurant. So this is a transfer on-premise liquor license application for Lake Foods LLC, doing business as Honeysuckle. We're located at 1114 8th Avenue between 11th and 12th Streets. This premise was formerly occupied by Johnny Max, which had been in operation for over 25 years. Will be a full-service American eclectic restaurant, open from 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. 7 days a week. The owners, Kevin and Georgia, currently own and operate two other locations, Alchemy at 56 Fifth Avenue, and they're there since 2007. Also Hamilton's at 2824 Fort Hamilton Parkway, also been there since 2013. Neither of these locations has any adverse history with the SLA. They're good operators. We're going to have 23 tables with 53 seats and a 9-seat bar inside. And outside, we have a seating area on private property, which has 6 tables and 24 seats. We'll provide background music inside the restaurant, no music outside. We'll be operating similar type restaurant than that was there before, but we'll be closing earlier than they did. I believe they closed at 2 a.m. and we'll be closing by midnight every night. Georgia, if you want to add anything that I missed, feel
No.
free.
The only question I have is the midnight, is that like, if we apply for the license now and it's midnight, is that something that we have to, are held to forever? I mean, if we want to stay open later, can we?
You should, if you want to stay open later, you should have your liquor license be later, and then your operating hours can be whatever you want your operating hours to be.
Okay.
But if you want your license, if you want to, if you envision ever being open later, then have your license be later. No one's gonna hold
Yeah,
you to operating.
I would amend it now if you're gonna,
I think we
if you're
should,
gonna do it.
if they go to, I think the current license is 4 a.m. every
Right.
night. So if we could get that, and we're probably not gonna use it, but if we could apply for that, that would be nice.
They might limit it to 2 a.m. since it's a neighborhood spot.
Yeah,
Even though it's
they
been,
would.
even though they have a current liquor license of 4 a.m.
Is it 25 years old? I'm just saying, as a community, usually it's 2 a.m. But
too.
somebody else can pipe in here, Rachel, or
I don't know about the actual license itself. I think you can, the license, I think you can get it to go. You can have the licenses later. The operating hours would be shorter. So we can, you know, if you were to say, we want to apply for the license to be, because for instance, if it was like New Year's Eve, you'd want to be able to have the ability to stay open, let's say that late on New Year's Eve, and, or whatever it is, or, you know, some special event that's not, you know, not a regular holiday that you would consider staying open later, you know, in the neighborhood. But yeah, Glenn's not here to correct me the way he normally does. I think we normally don't push back on what the law says in terms of what you're allowed based on the law for the actual license, the operating hours that we would say.
Right.
Because we want you to have the flexibility And then if you were having a problem, then we'd say, oh, that's a
Right.
problem.
I mean, I'm 100% fine with
we-
4 AM, but I'm just saying in the past.
Oh, Pauline's saying something, I can't.
I think we've been discussing, basically, we worry about outside seating. We're generally not going to limit them beyond what they're allowed under their liquor license. But if they have outside space, then we generally have hours that we limit them to for
Exactly.
outside space.
Right, and that's, yeah, exactly. So that's the other thing. We don't, what you do inside, as long as you're, within your, the confines of your inside, the outside, yeah, we have 11 o'clock hours, Monday through Wednesdays or
So yeah, I think it's Sunday through Thursday.
sorry, you're right. Sunday through
Yeah.
Thursday, Friday and Saturday, 12 o'clock. And so that's just for the outdoor space itself. And the rest is really up to you, but that also doesn't affect what your liquor license says.
Okay.
That's just
Right.
your operating hours part.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So, Georgia, we'll be willing to sign a stipulation saying that we'll close the outside 11 a.m., 11 p.m.
11 p.m.
Sunday to Thursday, and then midnight Friday and Saturday.
Absolutely.
Okay, and then if you want to amend the actual liquor license for till the whatever the 4 a.m. or the 2 a.m., whichever you want, that's really up
Okay.
to you. We're not gonna push back on that part.
I will send Ty updated paperwork in the morning
Okay,
with the new hours and with the that will be closing the outside at those times.
okay,
Okay.
I have one other question.
sure.
Did we notify community about this meeting that we have no one here from community? Who did we notify and how?
We posted on the restaurant and on the blocks on both sides.
Pauline, this is Ty. I just want to jump in and say they did a pretty thorough public notification. We have pictures of all their postings, and yeah, I can't speak to why no one showed up, but I know they fulfilled the requirements.
Okay, thank you.
Um,
Right.
Anybody have any other questions?
No?
I can say I'm excited. I was someone that went to Johnny Mac's a lot and live a little further, but I would come down, and so that's exciting.
Thank
Sure.
you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Great. Does we have, anyone want to make a motion?
I'll make a motion, sure.
Oh, we did not have a quorum. Do we have a quorum?
No, we do not.
It would be a recommendation,
Recommendation, right.
right?
I can make a recommendation with the amended hours. It's fine.
I can second the recommendation with the amended hours.
Okay. So motion for recommendation with the amended hours, seconded by Pauline. Any discussion on the motion?
Call the question.
Okay, all in favor to approve the application with the amended hours? You can say aye.
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 All right, and since I know that
I think you froze.
so at this point, because we didn't have quorum, I'm losing internet. Because we didn't have quorum, we'll, this.
I'm guessing Rachel's saying that this is going to go to the executive committee next week.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, and then we'll let you know. But
So
I
we
don't
don't,
think-
that meeting next week?
what?
No, you don't have to attend.
No, but it's pretty straightforward, so it should be all right. And as long as you can get if you can, please get the updated information to Ty.
Yes, I'll get it to them in the morning.
Excellent. So,
Best of luck.
yeah, exactly. Look forward to it.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Have a great night.
All right, any other business?
Okay.
Bye.
I would like to talk to Ty, but I don't think Bob and George need to be here for it.
No, okay. Do you want
Ty,
us
are you there?
Here.
We don't,
Uh,
do we need, yeah.
Can you talk to us a little about what's happening with the legislation? Is it going to go in front? All right, what's happening with the bill?
Yeah, I know that it's at committee right now. I just read that while we are in the meeting, which is to say there will have to be a vote at committee and then a vote in the state Senate, and then you would probably need some kind of politics to happen that would lead the governor to sign it into law. Hard to say what that politics would be or what that time frame is.
Mhm.
I know, like I said, Bobby Carroll is supportive. Mike, the district manager, the other Mike, has told me that he's talking to Joanne Simon about her support. I can't imagine she wouldn't.
Right.
Yeah, I think actually, Mike, it would be really useful if you could send me these things that you said you were quoted in an Esquire article and any other communiques that you and the other restaurateurs and bar owners were creating, because I think Mike would be happy to include that in his afternoon emails to whatever 12 or 15,000 people are on that email list.
Great.
And that might have some effect. Any other updates as far as what's happening on the trade front with bar owners, where we'd love to hear them, and certainly we'll push every elected official we can about it.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm suddenly become like a rah 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 for the SLA, knowing that the SLA is not the one who shut it down.
Yeah, I'm sure they want this to continue because they would be the agency that benefits from whatever tax revenue comes out of it.
Right. Exactly. But the bar community in general is throwing SLA under the bus, and how could they do this? So nobody really understands that it's where it came from, how it came about. So that's kind of like educating all the bar owners around me first to say, listen, there's a way we can change this. So I'm going to print out the document you sent me, and then I'm going to email that out to other people to let them know that this is happening. So.
Yeah, I think that's a good game plan. And if you need our help with anything, if you need us to print stuff for you or whatever, let me know. We'll do whatever we can to help.
All right, thanks. I appreciate it.
Mike, what Esquire article are you referring to? Is it the website or print?
It's it's a website. It basically is an article about bartenders are angry. Bartenders and bar owners are angry about the to-go ending. And I found out about the law changing from a reporter calling me up and asking me for a quote. And I had a very sour reaction. Yeah, I didn't know the law had changed until he told me. And what I said is in print. So, but then later on in the article, I have a nicer quote, which, and then, they ask all of the top bars in the city, and everyone kind of had a different angle about how it affects their bar. And more importantly, customers still want it. And the sales of the liquor stores is so high already. So it's really just a greed on their part. So, and they have a better organized unit going up against legislation. So I don't know. Also, I don't know how I can share it with the group, but I'm happy to. It's just esquire.com. Bartenders drinks to go.
I will be taking a look. Looking forward to it.
Yeah. So I can put it on the Travel Bar website too, or the Travel Bar Facebook page. Yeah, it's not just me. It's every bar.
I can't, yeah, I would think so.
So,
Oh, Ty found it.
oh,
Yeah, I
Ty
think I
found it. There you go.
Just Posted it in the
Ty.
chat.
You probably could help me in a lot of ways. Good at that. Yeah, so that's the article. Okay. That's all I have to rant about that. Yeah, so
I should have taken a photo of you. That would have been funny. Raging.
I'm not an angry guy. I'm really not. So, it's just business.
Right, no. That's the way you go
Yeah,
about it.
it's a terrible wasted opportunity.
And the fact that it happened,
This could be a
before they noticed,
revolutionary change.
everybody has lots of stocks. Everybody has lots of things to sell already. So,
Even just having the to-go stuff, what are you supposed to do with that now?
right. Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
something you keep,
exactly. Yeah.
regularly.
Yeah, that's true. So,
Okay,
all right. Well, thank you,
All right.
everyone.
yep, thank you. All right, have a good night.
Have a good night.
Okay.
Everybody, have a
Good
good.
night.
See you later. Hey,
Bye,
Red
holiday.
Hot Hats.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.